Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Someone has to be awfully cruel and evil to kill my baby and leave her in the snow.
I have reason to believe that I saw Naziah the day she went missing.
Maybe she had been a runaway, or maybe she had, done some things. And the fact remains is that Niyah is dead. And I don't care if she ran away 1,000,000 times, she didn't deserve to die.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BGT Time. Oh, so join us on BGT Time. Oh, so join us on BGT Time. BGT Time, yeah, yeah. BGT Time.
Saying every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it.
Someone has to be awfully cruel and evil to kill my baby and leave her in the snow.
I have reason to believe that I saw Naziah the day she went missing.
Maybe she had been a runaway, or maybe she had, done some things. And the fact remains is that Niyah is dead. And I don't care if she ran away 1,000,000 times, she didn't deserve to die.
Hey, did we forget something? Look, we done did all that. I think we forgot something.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's me, girl, and boy, and man, and woman. It's me. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you could just call me Miss Peachy. That's fine, too. Thank y'all so much for joining tonight, baby. Yes, I have a show for y'all tonight. It may be a little lengthy tonight, but hey, if you in it, you in it. If not, then make sure you check out the replay. That's all I can say. Instagram, because we are live on 2 Facebook pages, 1 YouTube page, Twitch, Roku TV, of course, and Instagram. So Instagram is the only platform that only gives me an hour. So everybody that's watching on Instagram, please feel free to come on over to one of the other platforms. Either you can come now or you can come once it ends in an hour. But just know the other platforms are definitely still going, okay? So Hey y'all, I see y'all out there tonight. Y'all is ready, baby. Y'all is ready. I don't blame y'all. Again, if y'all been watching my page, y'all will have seen that I posted a video. Miss Peachy posted a video, y'all, and I put on that video to let y'all know that Peachy Tea Time is still gonna go on as it should. Okay, we still gonna have our several different clips, different broadcasts from all over the United States, like we always do, that covers crime. But we will not stop shedding light on Naziah's case either. So, with that being said, A Dose of Peach will be coming on. I can't say exactly when because it's pull up on you. That's what Dose of Peach is. Pull up on you. And each time I do A Dose of Peach, it will be about Naziah Harris' story and Jarvis. But as promised, on tonight, we will be covering some of the hearing. We have until March 7th for me to catch up everybody on everything that's going on. And everyone knows that watches PGC Time knows that I like to go in order just as well. So, and so many people that has asked me, please start from the beginning because they had never heard this story. So that's what I have done. So tonight we are going to the preliminary hearing for Naziah. Y'all, did y'all see all them names on the side? That's who we covering tonight. So I might get my names mixed up. But the first young lady is Kanaya. The second lady, the young girl in the middle, that's Naziah. And the baby, the baby. Y'all gotta stick around for the baby story. Let me take this down so y'all can see her pretty face. Oh, you still can't see it because I'm in the way. Look at that baby. She is gorgeous. And her name is Malaya. So all their names ends with YAH tonight. Okay. Plus, we have other stuff to show y'all too. I got an update on the emerald green Dylan young boy. Y'all know we covered his story. I have an update on that I'm gonna show you guys tonight. Also, quit letting y'all boyfriends babysit y'all kids. And we can't guarantee that this was the boyfriend because they trying to say it was the babysitter. But I say it's the boyfriend. That's what I say. Everything is allegedly on PGT time and explicit language. So they say that he's the babysitter. I say that he was the boyfriend. I don't know. But we're gonna cover that tonight. Again, Kanaya, Naziah, and Malaya, and plus so much more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Naziah's story, we're gonna hold off on that for a little while, but let's go ahead and get into these other clips because I told y'all I cover everything, so you just never know what you're gonna get over here on PGT Time. And here's a prime example. Let's go ahead, since we're going to Detroit anyways tonight. Let's go ahead, start off in Detroit tonight with this lady who went off. That's the name of the clip. You know, I name my own clips over here at PGT Time, y'all. So the name of this clip's called She Went Off. She Went Off. Okay? Here we go. Explicit language. This one is a lot of explicit language. Here we go.
She resisted arrest, spit on one of the officers, had a weapon on her, was trying to get to the weapon after they had her in custody. So she was threatening to kill those officers. So she should not be someone that's allowed into the community. So we're asking for a high cash or surety bond on each of those cases. Thank you.
I don't care. Motherfuckers fuck with my kids. Fuck them and y'all. Miss Benson, we telling that now. They fuck with my baby. Don't lie and say I fucking had my child around to death because I didn't let either one of them kids. Keeping your I didn't let neither one of them kids see shit. So stop lying, bitch. The motherfuckers deserve to die. Fuck with my kids. Fuck them all, bitch. I'm your body here. I'm done, dog. Like I said, fuck them all. They fucking my baby. I'm not the motherfucker that need to be in jail, bitch. They need to be in. The motherfuckers who fuck with me, you see, because you have all the recording. Fuck them dead motherfuckers, bitch.
Pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 6.106.
Nigga, they assaulted my motherfucking child, bitch. And anybody else who do that shit to her, please. Yep. And I'm fuck you talking about? Let me out.
Baby, she went off. She went off, y'all. Apparently with this story, though, that makes it a little different from all the other stories. She did admit to what she has done, which is taking some folks up out of here. But she's saying that it happened because they assaulted her child. And then sexually assaulted. So at this point, she like, I don't care. I don't care what y'all talking about. They tried to lie from what she just said on the clip. They tried to lie and say that that she had made the kids watch. And she was like, no, I ain't make them kids watch. I ain't make them kids watch at all. So there's a little discrepancy with that. But I just want y'all to see her go off. That's what I want y'all to see. Her go off. So let's go ahead, move on to the next clip, y'all. This one is another sad situation. This one is about a young man who was not with his baby mama. He wasn't with his baby mama. Apparently, she done got somebody else to babysit her child. And me personally, I think she asked her boyfriend. I don't know. But I know one thing, I'm going to cover this story and I'm going to continue to follow it. And we're going to find out if he was the boyfriend. And 9 times out of 10, he was. 9 times out of 10, he was. All right, here we go.
Amy? Vicky, Rick, the father, says he's heartbroken. He says he doesn't know the suspect who's in custody, and he's upset the man who was arrested was allowed to even watch his children. But he's hoping to get more answers about what led up to his child's death.
I'll never feel okay because I can't hold my daughter again. I can't ever talk to her again. You know what I'm saying? I will never see that beautiful smile ever. Demond Banks says he's devastated. The daughter he thought he'd watch grow up is now dead. Police say the 1-year-old, who family has identified as Naziah Banks, was killed earlier this month. 20-year-old Terrence Corbin, the man who was supposed to be providing child care for Naziah and her brother at a home in Elizabethtown, is now charged with murder. Banks says he didn't know Corbin, but later found out his child's mother had asked Corbin to watch their children. I'm upset at anybody that had anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Choices that the mother made, I'm mad at her about that. Police say on January 7th, Corbin was in the basement with Naziah and her 3-year-old brother when he called Naziah's mom and told her the 1-year-old wasn't breathing. Naziah's godmother, Amber Ditto, says she will never forget getting the call that Naziah was being rushed to the hospital.
I was praying and, I'm asking God, I'm asking prayers on Facebook, please help my baby. I don't know what's going on. I didn't know the extent of everything, but I just knew that it was bad.
Naziah later died. Police say she had swelling and bleeding around her scalp and face, and a pediatrician who specializes in child abuse said Naziah's skull fractures were the worst she had seen in her career.
She just didn't deserve that. Like, what could she have done that was so bad for the outcome to be this? She was a baby.
Banks says he will continue to push for justice for his daughter, whose life was tragically cut short.
I don't want nobody to forget her. I don't want nobody to forget the choices that people made that led to this.
Corbin is expected in court on Friday. He's being held at the Hardin County Detention Center on a $500,000 cash.
Knowing that she's not she don't got to deal with the bad things of this world, and she's somewhere better. You know what I'm saying? That helps a little. I'm not gonna say it helps a lot, and I'm not gonna say it helps much to really make it matter like a difference really either, but it helps.
A daughter, a sister, a light in so many lives is being remembered after her young life ended in violence. This is Wave News at 11. I'm John Bull. 1 week ago, 18-month-old Naziah Banks was rushed to the hospital. She had brain bleeding and bruising, along with skull fractures that a child abuse pediatrician called the worst she'd seen in her career. Naziah didn't make it, and her accused murderer sits in a jail cell tonight. Wave News reporter Logan Perone shares her family and community's heartbreak.
Yeah, John, today I talked with Naziah's father, Demond. Fighting back tears, he gave us a glimpse into the bubbly personality of the toddler who was taken from so many.
That's what you're here for, like to protect her and my son too, but it was like a different for like, you know what I'm saying, it's my daughter.
Demond Banks says his 18-month-old daughter, Naziah, brought laughter and light into everyone's world.
I could turn around, look back, and then my daughter would be like, Daddy, you know what I'm saying, run up, give me a hug. Always happy.
Naziah and her 3-year-old brother had been left in the care of a babysitter by their mother on January 7th. Police say the babysitter called Naziah's mother, claiming she wasn't breathing properly, before calling 911, saying she wasn't breathing at all. 2 Elizabethtown police officers, once seeing Naziah's condition, rushed her to Baptist Health Hardin. She was then flown to Norton Children's Hospital in Louisville. The toddler suffered several severe injuries, one pediatrician saying her skull fractures were the worst she'd ever seen.
It's not a good feeling at all.
The kind of sight that leaves a father speechless.
I can't describe that.
Naziah died 2 days later. 20-year-old Terrence Corbin was arrested following the incident and charged with murder. The last line of his complaint reading, Terrence wantonly and intentionally acted in a manner that resulted in the death of MB. In the days since the 10-month-old died from her injuries, Demond has found comfort in community. Little Dave's Roadhouse, where he works, hosted a fundraiser for the family on Sunday.
It was like the brightest day of the week, you know what I'm saying? The sun was bright. That was so bright. And all I could think about was how, like, it's her. She's watching everybody, you know what I'm saying? Watching people come support her family in some type of way, you know?
He hopes the light of her life never fades.
I don't want people to forget her either, because it wasn't fair what happened to her. It's not fair. So I want people to know, you know what I'm saying, and see her face and know her.
Banks tells me, above all, he wants people to know 18-month-old Naziah was happy and so loved. As for Corbin, he's scheduled to be in court for his preliminary hearing this Friday. Logan Perone, Wave News.
You know, y'all gonna learn, okay? Y'all gonna learn to quit letting these folks watch y'all kids. I don't care who it is, if boyfriend, babysitter, this boy look like anybody that's walking around, he don't look like he an albino. But anybody that's walking around with their head looking like that as a boy, no, you cannot watch my kids. I'm sorry. I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes we have to. These are one of these cases. Judge a book by its cover when it comes to your kids. Okay? He done hurt the baby. Not the other little boy. Look like he could be all through everything. More than that little baby. And he done hurt the baby? Like, what? I don't care how serious the situation is. Mama, you should have reached out to daddy or one of his family members. The way that little baby look, I know anybody would love to keep her. The ones that you trust. I don't know what made her feel like she could trust the way he looked. Y'all saw it. Hey, Davita. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Let me get some shout outs while we on here, because we about to start a new story, y'all. We're finna start a new story. So we got Chiltra, Kenyatta, Cynthia, Renee, Naslim, Erica, Josette, Namaya, Connie, Davita, she said new to your page, Tracy, Janice, hey Janice, Amber, hey cuz, Sherelle Williams is in the building, Angie, Nakia, Lisa, I mean we got so many people, hey Belinda, Hey, Ro, that's cousin Belinda. Hey, Sharon, Nita, Audra's in the building. Tiff Fall in Love is in the building. And Anaria is in the building. Y'all, it's so many of y'all out there watching. Thank you so much. If I wasn't able to call your name, I'm sorry. Hey, Angie. Angie says she watches from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I'm new. That's what y'all do tonight. Please put in the chat where y'all are watching from. Okay? And also remember, you can watch me on Roku TV just as well. So if you holding your phone right now, watching me, but you got a Roku TV, baby, go ahead and pull up Peachy Tea Time and time spelled with a Y on your big screen on Roku, and you'll be able to see me. And then just keep your phone going so you can go ahead and check. Okay? What's up? MP is in the building. He said, my sister handling business. What's goody? MP, you've been rocking with me since day one. Okay, one of my very first guests when I went to the radio station. So thank you so much. Cynthia says she's from Vegas, baby. Vegas. So yes, y'all, please put in the chat where y'all are from, where you're watching from right now. Okay. Now, while you're doing that, we're gonna go ahead, y'all, because I told y'all we got a lot to cover tonight. We still got to get into our commercial break. So let's get into this little baby. Well, not little baby, because that was the baby for the night. Let's get into this other. I call all the little kids babies. They are my babies. So let's get into Deandra Clay Staples. Okay? Let's get into it, y'all.
18-year-old Deandra Staples was killed over the weekend less than a mile from her home on the south side. Indianapolis police continue to work to arrest whomever killed her. And today her family spoke with WRTV's Adam Shooms. He has their message for other parents tonight.
She was a happy, smiling, loving kid. She definitely did not deserve what was happening to her.
For as long as they can remember, 14-year-old Deandra Staples was just like any other teenager.
She loved to dance. She loved to laugh. She loved people.
Her family says she was one of the top steppers on the G3 Steppers community step team.
She was the star. She was the one that brightened up people's lives.
Police say her life was cut short on Saturday. Detectives say they found her body at the Laurelwood Apartments on Indy's South Side.
Someone has to be awfully cruel and evil to kill my baby and leave her in the snow.
Officers say she was shot and her body found in this snowy courtyard.
I'm the one that had to walk up and view her body to make sure this was my niece, because my mother and my sister didn't have it with them to see that.
How could you be that cruel and evil to shoot this baby in her head and leave her in the snow? What could she have done so wrong that made you hate her so much?
Now, as her family tries to cope with the loss, they want to send this message to other families.
Listen to your parents. Parents, listen to your children.
Knowing 14-year-old Deandra still would have walked through their front door after school today.
This was unnecessary. This was uncalled for. Put the guns down. It makes no sense.
In Indianapolis, Adam Shooms, WRTV.
Well, police say this case is under investigation and anyone with information is asked to give them a call, or you can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 317-26.
14-year-old girl is shot and killed on Indy's South Side over the weekend.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells spoke with her family and to community leaders about this senseless violence.
Police are still investigating exactly what led to the deadly shooting of the 14-year-old victim here at this apartment complex just a couple of blocks away from her family's home. Tonight, that family is asking for the public's help holding whoever committed the crime accountable.
Deandra Staples loved to dance. As part of the G3 Steppers program, she got to showcase that ability.
She was smiling fast, but mighty in heart.
She was definitely like a firecracker.
Deandra's G3 coach recalls her endless energy and passion for life that got cut tragically short.
She was young. She never had a chance to get a driver's license. She never had a chance to go to prom. She just started high school. She just started living.
They took another piece of my heart. My baby didn't deserve to be shot in her head and left in the snow.
Police were first called here to the Laurelwood Apartments along Salisbury Lane on Saturday, just after 11 o'clock in the morning, and found the 14-year-old shot dead in the snow.
I can't even understand how someone could be that cruel to kill my baby and then to just leave her out there.
Deandra's grandmother admits she's not sure what motivated the violence. Police don't know exactly what time the shooting took place, but the murder marks the city's first youth homicide of the new year.
As a born and raised Hoosier, my heart breaks for our city, but I am hopeful.
Whatever led to Deandra's death, leaders with the Marion County Youth Violence Prevention Coalition insist it takes everyone working together to keep kids safe.
We've got to stay vigilant. We've got to stay connected and unified, that this will not continue because we won't tolerate it.
You took somebody away from here for no reason. It was senseless. And I'm so tired of the senseless killings going on between kids and kids.
Finally, police did not have any detailed suspect information to release and no arrests have yet been made. But as always, anyone with information on this case can still contact either IMPD's homicide office or Crime Stop.
All right, y'all. Let's go to Jabrazia's comment before I start giving my commentary on those two videos. Why are so many kids getting killed or coming up missing? I remember growing up, there was no fear of going outside. Now, you never know what can take place when people walk out the door. Exactly. Again, I was from that era too, where we always played outside all the time. Couldn't wait to go walking. That basically was the thing. Going walking. When we started driving, we would just go riding. Fill up the gas tank of whoever mama car we driving and just ride out all day long. If they mama want their car back, take their mama their car. Well, take me or whoever the other person is, go get their mama car. And then we trail each other back to drop off their car, their mama car. And then we ride out in my ride. You know what I'm saying? Or in my mama ride. Whichever way. We was always outside. And our parents didn't have to worry about if we was going to actually come back home. Was kidnapping going on then? Trafficking going on? Yes. But it wasn't as open as it is now. Like, so much is happening right now to our young ladies. This right here was ridiculous. 14 years old and you left her in the snow? Like, what? I'm with them. She on the dance team, must get good grades at school, must be a good young lady, 14 years old. What did she do that wrong to you that you had to say, I'm ready to take this girl's life and leave her in the snow, even if it was an accident, even if you thought she was somebody else or whatever? Still, lie and call 911, save her, do something. But that's the most cruelest thing ever, to just leave her out there in that snow, that baby out there in that snow. Sorry, y'all, we laughed, so I had to hit the mute button. My son was getting a little too loud. But yeah, hey BG. She said, hello, chat. Yes, y'all, when I tell y'all this right here, like Belinda said, just downright ruthless and sad. And sad. Like, what if somebody did your child like that? Seriously though. What if somebody did your child like that and left your child out there to dry and didn't give a damn? What would you do? I mean, would you just sit there and act like nothing? Like, that's wrong. Anyways, y'all, we got another update. We're finna get into the emerald green. Y'all remember my emerald green family who I love? They don't know me, but I don't know them, but I know their story. So we're gonna show y'all this update. After the update, we're gonna get into a commercial break. After the commercial break, baby, we going into the Naziah We are going into the Naziah story when we come back. Y'all, so y'all get ready because it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. I have a lot that I want to say about it, and I'm sure y'all got a lot that y'all want to say about it too. I'm trying to fix my here it is. There it is, my banner. So letting y'all know it's coming up next. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's get into our last update for the night. Here we go. Rest in peace, Dylan. The Emerald Green family. This is what I call them.
Arrest in a shooting that killed 8-year-old Dylan Daniels the day after Thanksgiving. Today, Baton Rouge police charged 19-year-old Roger Parker for his involvement in that shooting. News 2's Alexis Marion was with Dylan's family today after they heard the news.
Michael, more than a month ago, Dylan Daniels was killed when police say 4 people shot more than 20 bullets into his mother's car. Tonight, we're learning more about how that investigation unfolded.
The 4th suspect in an 8-year-old shooting death has now been booked.
The pain is there, the agony is there, the hurt is there, the discomfort is there. But to know that now you're behind bars and not free doesn't take away the pain, but it helps to ease it.
That's Erica Rafer. Her grandson, Dylan Daniels, was killed last month.
I don't want people to forget about Dylan. And now that the phones aren't ringing as much, no one's knocking at the doors or any of those things, and to watch people get to still live. And we have to live with the hurt. We have to live with the pain. We have to live with the added pressure. It's not fair.
Christmas was the family's first holiday without him.
It was a void. Very empty, very quiet. We're used to him running around, used to him playing, used to him calling.
Roger Parker, the final suspect arrested, is also linked to a shooting from back in October on Fairchild Street.
Through just evidence gathering, shell casings and other things found.
Along with Roger Parker, 2 women were also arrested. His girlfriend and her mother were both charged for keeping Parker in their home after his warrant had already been filed.
For all 4 men, I honestly tell you that I truly forgive them. My heart aches for them. I hate the fact that your family has to deal with you being in jail.
And as of right now, court dates have not been set. In the newsroom, Alexis Maroney, WBRZ.
So y'all remember when they was looking for that bastard? Y'all remember? Remember I kept posting I posted on my page, I posted on the flyers. They was looking for him. And they finally found him. And now that they done found his black ass, he's sitting up there, yes, Jabrasia, smiling. He was the last one. 3 of them they had caught. They caught 3 of them. I think another one laughed too. Another one said he wasn't there. The lies they tell. But this last one, he was the last one they was looking for. And I showed y'all. I said, somebody is hiding this little boy out because he was young. Can't remember how old he was. He was very young. And then somebody was hiding him. We know he ain't had no job. And if he did, by the time we went to work, they set him up and lock him up. So somebody was hiding him. And now you done got caught and you sitting up here laughing. We're going to see how much you laughing when they tell you your ass ain't coming home. Laugh at that. Shoot. The nerves. Those are the type of kids that I don't mind them getting them dogs and sick the dogs on them. Sick the dogs on them. Just let them beat them up. I mean, not beat them up, eat them up, buy them a few times. I'm okay with those type of people. I'm okay with it. I sure am. Because I don't see nothing funny. I don't see nothing funny at all. I mean, it was funny that they locked your ass up. But it ain't funny that you that shit is funny. That ain't funny. So, let's go ahead, y'all. We're going to get into our commercial break. When we come back, we are going to go into the preliminary hearing, okay? We got 4 clips on that. This is just the preliminary hearing. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about it. We still got more of the preliminary hearing that we're going to show on A Dose of Peach. But like I told y'all, we're going to start from the beginning and work our way all the way through until March 7th, which is the trial. And I'm going to see if I can show the trial live right here on Peachy Tea Time. So here go the commercial. Hey y'all, it's your girl the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can just call me Miss Peachy. That's all good too. Look, welcome to Peachy Tea Time, and it's Monday where I'm solo dolo. Yes, solo dolo, unless I have a special guest. But y'all make sure y'all tune in each and every Monday, okay? Each and every Monday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to watch the other shows too. On Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and on Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much, but we got to head on back to this show, okay? Make sure y'all continue to watch this show. Bye. We out.
Having computer issues? Can't find a nearby computer store or tech? No need to worry, Computer Tech is a computer repair mobile service. Not in Georgia, no need to worry, Computer Tech can remote into your computer as well. Prices are starting as low as $40. Services are virus removal, data recovery, data transfer, hardware installation, software installation, computer tune-up, laptop and desktop, home and online. Contact 404-405-8515 and ask for Tony, and don't forget to tell them Ms. Peachy sent you.
All right. Don't forget to tune in this Wednesday, y'all. Do not forget to tune in this Wednesday. This Wednesday, we have another family. For those, this is your first time watching on PGT Time. Every Wednesday night, because like I told y'all, I've been doing this for 4 years now. Come April 30th of 2025, it'll be 4 years that I've been doing PGT Time. And every Wednesday, we dedicate to families out there that lost a loved one, not just a child, but a loved one to violence, to domestic violence, gun violence, the prison system, the police. We do missing person cases, and of course, suicide cases just as well. So this Wednesday, we have the mother, Miss Deonte Clark, and her son name is Danshawn Danny Boy Wells. He was murdered at the age of 14 years old. Don't even look like a baby. Just look like a little baby up there. But yep, he was murdered. He was hit by a drunk driver. But when I tell y'all the extra that came behind it is what will blow your mind. Let's just say she had a gag order put on her to where she was not even allowed to talk about her son's death. Let's say the killer that was the drunk driver, he ain't spent the day in jail yet. And this was 9 years ago. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all gotta make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday, okay? Okay. Then also do not forget on March 15th, my foundation, PGT Time Foundation Inc. Presents United Through Loss, Healing Sibling Hearts, one game night at a time for teens ages 14 through 17. And this will be at the Redan Recreation Center. Of course, in the A, baby, in the A. So make sure y'all get at me. You can you do have to register. You do have to register your child. Once you register your child, you will get all the additional information. We are looking for donations, and sponsors that are needed just to help us get the games, provide the food, the cars, therapists, counselors, pastors, just in case they say they want some funds. You know what I'm saying? Man, I want to dedicate their services. And of course the DJ. And the DJ. So, but hopefully everybody will donate their services. And again, that's the Cash App, that's the Zelle. All you have to do is scan it. Anything counts, y'all. Anything will help. Okay. If all of y'all that's watching and liking my page, if all y'all gave $1, that'll be a lot of money to go towards this. So again, anything that will help would be great. This is a free event for these children, and it's a healing. It helps heal their little hearts. Okay, one game night at a time. So, and then the last two announcements before we get into Naziah's story. I am hosting. It is not my event, but I am the host for the entire night for the Remember Me banquet. Brother Akir Muhammad, he is no longer with us. He was murdered just as well. If you go to PGT Time on YouTube or Roku TV or even Facebook, you can go and you can search for Akir Muhammad and you'll see the story with his mom and dad on the show. Special guest speaker, Leroy. You guys may know her. She's a motivational speaker out here killing the game. Killing the game. So make sure y'all come on out to Black Wall Street in Lithonia, Georgia, Stonecrest area. Tickets are $40. That includes the meal. It is on February 15th, 2025. Time is 7 to 11. And it is a cash buyer. It is a cash buyer. And Intelligent Minds, Smooth Me Bar presents Remember Me Banquet. So that's going to be dope, y'all. That's going to be dope. And then last but not least, baby, make sure y'all go vote, baby. Go vote, go vote, go vote, go vote. Yes. PPT Time, Podcast of the Year, 3 years in a row. We won 1 year for Roku TV of the Year. So we hope and pray that we win again this year. All you have to do is go to yoatlraps.com, and raps got an S on the end. www.yoatlraps.com and go to page 2. You'll see the pages at the top. Go to page 2, and when you go there, you will actually see Podcast of the Year, and you'll see PGT Time. So thank you, sweet folks. Thank you, sweet folks. And thank you to each and every one of you that watches PGT Time and have been watching PGT Time, because without you all, it wouldn't even be possible. It wouldn't even be possible. So, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this story going, because we got some more stuff. I told y'all we're going to be here for a minute. So, we got some more stories that I want to cover tonight, but let's go ahead and get on with this Naziah story, baby. Is y'all ready? Should we do a drum roll for this? Because, baby, when I tell y'all, this is like everything. It's everywhere, and I like it. Even though everybody playing the same stuff, it's okay. It's okay. We're just trying to spread the awareness. That's all. We're just trying to spread the awareness to get Detroit out there to start looking for this baby. Find her. Okay? And then when you find her, make sure y'all come on and let us know. Okay? I need to hear from Detroit that they found her. DPD. Until then, I'm not going by what nobody else say until I see it, because this is the type of show that PGT Time has. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead. I showed y'all a lot of things from the beginning. Like when she first went missing and it first hit the news. That's what I showed y'all last Friday. So today is Monday, and now we are going into the preliminary hearing. Here we go. I had reason to believe that I saw Naziah the day she went missing.
So, from the very beginning, where is it that you think you saw Naziah?
At the shop on Harbor and Commerce.
Okay, and whose shop is that?
My brother Jarvis Butts and
his partner.
Okay. How old is your daughter?
She just turned 2.
And when did you meet Jarvis Butts?
2019.
And how was it that you met him?
I had a flat tire and I went to his auto shop on Warren and Cashew, Enough.
We'll take you back to February 15th, 2024. Do you remember that day?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened that day?
Police came to my home, asking me if I know Jarvis and have I seen Naziah
Okay.
before.
All right.
Give the court reporter your name right here, and then I'll swear you in.
He was my fiance.
And do you see Mr. Butts in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Could you point to him and identify a piece of clothing that he's wearing?
She's right there with a green top on.
For the record, the witness has identified the defendant, Jarvis Butts, in this matter.
So reflect.
Thank you. And how long, you said he was your fiance.
Yes.
How long in total have you known Mr. Butts?
4 years.
And
2019.
2019?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And when did you become engaged?
2023.
Where were you when you had that contact?
In the hospital.
And what did they ask you about generally?
Did I know anything about a missing child?
And do you know anything about missing child?
No.
Did they ask you about his cell phone?
Yeah, I believe so.
And did you know or have any reason to believe, other than what Jarvis told you, that his phone was someplace else?
No.
And did you know that his phone was in your car?
No.
Did you give permission to the police to search your car?
No, they just came and took it.
They had a search warrant?
Yeah.
Okay. And were you present at your house when they came and took your car?
No.
And did you observe them search through your car and pull anything out?
No.
Okay. May I have one moment, Judge?
Yes.
And you said you knew Jarvis Butts for 4 years?
Yes.
And would you communicate with him via cell phone?
Yes.
And do you know the last 4 digits of his phone number? If you remember.
Okay, so we saw Jarvis' sister. That was the first girl in the yellow. Okay. Jarvis' sister basically was up there. Y'all, I could tell this was so hard for her. But at the same time, I could tell that she probably was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done saving him. All you want to do is just keep effing up. You know what I'm saying? So this was the last straw. Now, I already told y'all on the last show that I feel like everybody knew about Jarvis. Everybody knew that he was a petty. Everybody. I don't care what nobody say. If they knew him or of him, they knew that he was a petty. The second young lady was one of his baby mamas. First of all, I wanted y'all to see how these folks look. I'm not shaming nobody at all. But we all know that Jarvis was not a bad looking man. And it seemed like the young ladies that he went after was women that was very, very, seemed to be insecure. Low self-esteem, all that. For you to sit there and agree to be with somebody that you know is a petty. Like, I'm not understanding. And then you go and you have a child by this man. That was the first baby mama, one of the baby mamas that we saw, which came after the sister. Okay? Came after the sister. Then after her, came the fiance, supposedly fiance, with that tiger stripe fitted dress on. coming up in there trying to hide your stomach with your purse. I don't understand. Like, thank God she ain't got no kids, and I'm sure that's what she's saying. But at the end of the day, Miss Fiance, supposedly, you still look stupid. You still look stupid. Because I have other clips, y'all, that she have talked on at the preliminary hearing that blew me away. Literally blew me away. And I'm like, I gotta let them hear this. Now, you are the fiance. Keep that in mind, y'all. She is the fiance. They found his phone in his car, but she was driving, supposedly been driving his car because he had to go to court that particular day. So she took him and drove and thinking, he finna go turn himself in and whatnot. Well, by the time she made it back home, police they raiding the house. Or when she got there. Either they came after or before, whichever one. Either way it go, her house got raided. And they had a search warrant for the car, and that's where they found the phone at. But Jarvis didn't tell her that the phone was in the car because she asked him on their way going, where was the phone at? And he said the phone was at home. But the phone was in the car the whole time. So let's get into this next clip, y'all, which is the so-called fiance. We're going to let her get her shine. Here she go.
About how often would Mr. Butt stay with you on any given week?
Maybe like twice.
Were they like the same days or was it random?
Random.
Okay. About what time would he come over?
After his work hours. After like 6 o'clock.
Okay, so you think he would come kind of straight from work?
No, he would probably do something else and then be there later on in the night.
Okay, so closer to like 9, 10?
Yes.
Okay. Would he stay the night with you?
Till about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3, and then he would leave.
Okay. Do you know how he would get to your home?
A couple of times he was in a white Cadillac truck. Sometimes I think he would walk. If he was coming straight from the shop, he would walk. Or if he had my truck, that's how we would get back.
And that's the Suburban?
Yes.
Did you know Mr. Butts to ever have his own vehicle?
Yes. He had a white Chrysler truck, van like.
Okay. And when did you know him to drive that?
Like maybe the first 2 years we were together.
Okay. Now, when Mr. Butts would come visit you, would he park in your driveway?
Yes.
Would he spend weekends with you also?
Yes.
1 second. I don't have anything else, thank you.
Ms. Quick asked you about Mr. Butts being secretive with his phone. Can you tell me about a time that you had a conversation with him about him being secretive or something like that?
He would never really say anything. He talked in circles. So if you try to ask him a question, it's just always, you can never get a straight answer out of him.
But fair enough, you had multiple conversations about his phone and your access to it, I guess, or lack thereof.
Yes.
And Ms. Quick also asked you about Mr. Butts staying over the night at your house. You said that he would leave around 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you know where he would go when he would leave?
No.
Did he ever tell you where he was going?
Home.
Did you know where he himself called home?
Yes.
Where was that at?
Wilshire.
And you said he would walk from his place of employment if he was coming straight from there, right?
Yes.
How far from that Connors, the auto shop on Connors, do you live? How far of a walk?
No, that was when he was on Warren.
Warren and Neff?
Yes,
How far of a walk from that location?
like 4 blocks.
And did you ever see him drive but not park in your driveway or out front of your house? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
He parked around the corner and he would walk to my house.
And do you know
He
the,
was in a white Cadillac truck.
you said Cadillac?
Yes.
Oh. Was that an Escalade? If you know.
I don't know.
Okay. And do you know the reason why he would park around the corner?
I don't know. I asked and he would just be like, I didn't drive.
But then would you see his truck?
I would see the truck.
You have one more with you?
Yes.
One last question. You said he lived or called home on Wilshire?
Yes.
Have you ever been to that house?
Yes.
Have you ever been inside that house?
No.
Not really.
He said no further questions. Let me say something. Let me say this right quick. Let me tell y'all right. Let me tell you something. Things are a little different when you got these white folks in front of you, in your face, asking you these questions. And when they're coming out of your mouth, when the words are leaving your mouth and coming back into your ears, and you hear how stupid you sound in front of these white people. I'm sorry. It hit a little different. Each one of these young ladies, you can tell when they struck a nerve. They could be sitting in front of their homegirls. Their homegirls could be asking these same ass questions. They get jazzy, whatever. He ain't saying he trying. You can't do all that now. Now you gotta sit here and take this stupid shit. She looks crazy. She looks very crazy and very sick. To sit there and say this is your fiance and he only come over your house 2 days out the damn week. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. To sit there and say that your fiance has parked his truck around the corner and walked to your house and said that he walked to your house. Oh yeah, he walked. And then walk back around the corner and you see that damn car drive off and then you come on, I'm about to say on stage, you come on the stand knowing this is recorded, knowing every social media person in the world is going to see this dumb shit. And you come on here and you tell these white folks, I am the fiance. You tell us black folks, I am the fiance. Girl, you shouldn't open your mouth to say nothing else again. Unless they threaten to take your ass to jail. You better hope and pray they don't call you to come on the stand during the trial again. And you come up there with that stupid ass shit. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, is she one of us? You can't tell me every black person that done went on that stand and put their right hand up and whichever and swore that they ain't gonna tell nothing but the truth. You cannot tell me each and every one of them has got on and sat on that stand and told the damn truth. Fiance, this is the time that you wanna lie. I'm sorry. You know, them asking you if you the fiance or not has nothing to do with Naziah. I am so sorry, y'all. That question has nothing to do with Naziah. It is not going to help them find Naziah by her telling them that she is the fiance. Girl, you should have lied. Ain't no way in hell I would. And I know y'all out there in the comments, but I told y'all, I see myself. That's all I see is myself. So I get to talking and talking and talking. Belinda says, show you right, cousin Peachy. I was just saying, like, this don't make sense to me. This don't make sense to me. Who? Why would they keep him around? Exactly, Cynthia. Cynthia said they know what happened to that poor baby. No one is speaking, and these ladies know he's a pedophile. Why would they keep him around their kids? They must not care about their children. It's so sad. Like, why? And then all of a sudden, y'all gotta come out. Like, who y'all think y'all fooling? I'm from Michigan. I ain't from Detroit, but I'm from Michigan. Born and raised. I know. I know they laugh. Baby, I'm all the way in the A. The A is huge, humongous. Detroit big too, don't get me wrong. But Atlanta, baby, it is big. I born and raised in Michigan. I know they knew that boy was a petty. I know they knew. You can look at him and tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like a man on the down low in the D. Somebody know. Especially if he one of them fine looking ones. You best believe when somebody say, girl, I saw Mr. James last night. You saw Mr. James? Girl, yeah. Girl, you know Mr. James on that DL. Somebody know. Somebody know. You can look at him and at Jarvis and tell that somebody know everything about Jarvis. And now that all this information is coming out, that Jarvis had all these kids, over 20 kids, allegedly. Jarvis had all these baby mamas, all these girlfriends, and keep sticking around because y'all gonna hear from Jarvis tonight. Yes, you're gonna hear from Jarvis tonight. Not Jarvis inside. We can't talk to him inside. But he was in that interrogation room. And we do have that. Now it's kind of hard to hear, but if you want to hear, baby, you gonna hear. Because I was able to hear, because I wanted to hear. Shoot. But I'm telling y'all, this is just too crazy for me. This is just too much. So that's why I say, you know, some of these clips, I can't just continuously cover. Like this, it breaks my heart, number one. But not only does it break my heart, it's like, how can you be so ignorant? How? How? Like, how can your self-esteem be so low? And then to keep having kids, bringing these kids into this world amongst your low self-esteem. What are you putting, what type of energy are you putting into these kids? The Naziah's auntie Shannon. You had 5 kids by this man, starting at 19. You definitely knew. You knew right off the bat. He told you. You sat there and said he gave me the opportunity to make the option if I'm gonna stay with him or not. Not only did you stay, you had 5 kids behind it. Now they ain't gonna never be able to see their daddy no more. You shouldn't even be able to take them up there to see him. He might try to just grab him, do anything. Shoot. Oh, y'all. Let's go into him at the interrogation room. Y'all ready to go to the interrogation room? Y'all wanna go? Y'all buckle up, baby. Buckle up. We on our way to the interrogation room.
Different women you deal with, right? No. Okay. They know how each other's living in the life, man. They know. You got them together. They know what's going on together, but they know about each other. Okay.
So, the reason why I asked you that, I want to ask you no questions I wouldn't have answers to, so I'm just trying to understand something. So, just right here, there's a brief synopsis of Zazah's interaction with you and the phone number that you had since 2019. And so right here on the day that I'm concerned with, it's the
Don't forget to be there for. Yeah, that was what she said that I was supposed to pick them up that day. But I never responded.
Yeah.
Well,
so then the next one, she responded.
So if you send a message.
It's hard to delete my number.
No, I don't know.
Before you explain this, for the times that that's and we in school. And then right here, tells you to respond, okay. That's received. I did receive. So, and you said, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So, like I said, all my numbers they were sending.
So, okay, so yeah, that's what we saw. Okay. All right, so your original date was in what was your original date?
November the 20th, the day before my birthday of last year.
That's when it happened?
Oh no, when the case happened?
No. When did you supposed to get sentenced? Because we got 2 days. We got January.
So what happened was, I was supposed to get sentenced last year, the day before my birthday. I went to court, whatever the case may be. They adjourned it to January 9th.
That's the day we met.
Right, so I had a legal issue pending. And I asked to get it extended before I could take care of my legal issue. That was January 25th. So after that, then they scheduled it for February 7th.
To go on.
Yes.
Wow. What's your relationship with on the day-to-day? Like, are y'all having any interactions? Just y'all like these relationship?
Yeah, we kind of this in my house. So get her and my daughter from time to time.
Your daughter?
Tonight.
Her spelling?
J.A. Hospital. And Wine Beach.
Juvenile? Go ahead. How old are you?
16.
Like, 16? Okay. I thought you said you saw the song supposed to be okay. 10. Okay. Go ahead.
So I get them from time to time. I do cleanups.
Okay.
Sometimes I see what's going on. I work at my old job. Frank says to have them come and clean up my office and my bathroom and stuff like pretty much twice a month, give or take.
Okay. And where is Frank at?
This morning.
Did you pay him? Given what you dealing with, right? Okay.
All right, so right now he's basically talking about picking up the girls. You know, these dumb broads. Sitting up there letting him come pick up the kids. Pick up the little girl. Not the infant. Or the 1-year-old. Or 2-year-old. But he letting them come pick up the 10-year-old, the 9-year-old, the 13-year-old, the 15-year-old, 14-year-old, like all them. Now I'm just throwing ages out there. I know for sure one of them was 9. I know that. I have her and the information that she came out with just as well. We're going to show that on the Dose of Peach, where I will read to you all exactly what the 9-year-old said, which was just horrible. I just don't even feel right saying it. But I'm going to say it anyways, you know, on the Dose of Peach though. Not on this platform, on the Dose of Peach. So, yeah, so he's basically saying that he said that he did not want to make these kids feel like every time he come around, he supposed to just give them money. Here you go, here you go, here you go. So you gotta work for what you want. You have to earn it. You know, and by him saying all that just made me even more mad.
Okay, so yeah.
Like they had to earn it.
Okay.
Earn it this way.
Your original date was
you had to break them down like this in order for you to get them a couple dollars. That's all they was worth. A couple dollars.
That's when it happened.
After you done did what you have done.
No. When did you supposed to get sentenced? Because we got 2 days. We got January.
Like y'all, this dude had been grooming her since the age of 11. Some people say 12. Some people say 13. No. Everything is allegedly. But from what I've seen and heard and read and sat through these cases and the preliminary hearing, listening to all this stuff, I have listened to all of this stuff, y'all. He started grooming her at 11 years old. She was pregnant at 13. Okay? He started grooming her at 11. She got pregnant at 13. They have not found her. She was 13 years old when she disappeared. She got off the school bus. She had texted him, told him to make sure you're there. If you're not going to be there, please text me back and let me know. This is what the text message said. From her to him. Let me know so I can delete it. Say okay. This boy wrote back and said, okay. And she was supposed to delete everything. And told him to delete everything too. And she got off that bus and got in the car with him. And they dipped out. But what happened before that? Before that, she told him that she was pregnant. She needed a pregnancy test. It was all in the text messages that he sat there like a dummy and gonna tell them, y'all got my phone, I ain't got nothing to hide. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better watch Karamo. Y'all better watch Karamo. Shout out to Karamo. He don't even know I know him. Karamo. Shout out to Karamo. He is he's on YouTube. That's where I see him at. That's where I watch him at. He has his own talk show, which I would love to have my own talk show. But he has his own talk show, and he got this segment called Unlock My Phone. So these people come on there, but they done deleted stuff and then give them. Here you go. You got my phone. Take it. I ain't got nothing to hide. And before you know it, these folks done went through the deleted. They done found all the deleted stuff, everything. So don't think that just because you delete something, it's gone. So if you get into any trouble at all with your phone, don't even waste your time deleting it. Don't even waste your time because they are able to find it, okay? They can find it when you hit delete. They can find it. I'm just making sure that y'all know. I'm trying to put y'all on some game. Yes. The Kenyatta said the cover up is wild. They all sick. Every last one of them. And it's crazy how, you know how at funerals and stuff. Oh, let me take this down. Y'all know at funerals and stuff, when family members die, how the whole family start acting crazy and shit. You know, I'm one of them real podcasters, television hosts, radio personalities, whatever you want to call it. The family start acting a plumb fool. A fool when somebody die. This reminds me of that. And they don't even know if Ziyah is dead. Have they came out and confirmed it? Have they came out and said it? Yes. Has it been confirmed? It can't be confirmed until they find the body. They just saying that as of now, we definitely believe that she is deceased. What do I think? Unfortunately, yes, I do believe that she may possibly be deceased. If not, who was hiding her out? She was number 13 and pregnant. Like, where did she go? With no money, no job, no nothing. Her only person that she was left with, the petty, He locked up. So who else could she be with in Detroit? I'm just saying. Where else could she be? Where? So that's my theory on everything. I'm still praying. I'm praying that this baby come back alive and well. I really, really do. But we just never know. We just never know. Nobody didn't care about Naziah, and it's all in her music. I don't understand why he would be out walking around. He needs to be under the jail. He is playing dumbfound. He's playing dumbfounded. Why would he have kids clean his shop? Because that's his way of getting to him. That's his way of getting to him, Cynthia. That's why they cleaning up the shop. He know exactly where to take him to. Exactly where to take him to. He probably got a little peephole just in case somebody just try to sneak up on him. And wait till I tell y'all, if for those that don't know, wait till I tell y'all what the 9-year-old said she walked into at the shop. Y'all gonna hear that on the Dose of Peach. Y'all gotta remember, we got until March 7th for us to talk facts. Not stuff that this could possibly have happened because people arguing and fussing, the family going crazy on the social media. No. I'm covering stuff that we see with DPD now, the court system, all of that. That's the type of stuff I want to cover. And that's the type of stuff I do cover over here at PGT Time. So let's go ahead and get to this last clip for Naziah for tonight. Still Jarvis with his monkey ass inside the interrogation. I don't think he gonna talk during trial. I don't think he gonna talk. If he do talk, all I want him to say is, where is Naziah's body? That's all I need him to say. So this baby can be laid to rest. All right, y'all. The last one for Naziah. And then we finna talk about this other young lady. There's another one. Y'all got it. Y'all, you have to hear this one. Here we go.
That's official. It's a face recognition. So you went in and use your face and you got a pin with that. 04 1925. 1925. Okay, so if I need to know the last time you talked to you, okay, right? Alright, so what did you go and do real quick? And that phone you got? iPhone? Yeah, and that's what iPhone. You looked at me like, what kind of? You're PIS. I'm sorry, man. We have a Javaris. We work with. Yeah, I work with a Javaris. Alright, so iPhone, what color is it? Okay, the last you said is 11. And your phone 313-585-8719. Password is 041925. What else last time you used that phone? Okay, did you cut the phone off or is it still on? I turned it off. It's still on this right, company-wise. Company-wise, right, okay. Where did you leave the phone? It was actually with one of my girlfriends, man, because she bought me. I heard you say baby mama, 13 kids, fiance. You live with who do you live with? That's the fiance. And you got a girlfriend. Okay, player. You want to define heartbeats? Okay. I actually used it before I went to Senseless. Okay.
So she had her phone, from my understanding. Now, who did they get it from? Her. We asked because we don't know this info. From my understanding, they conducted a raid on her house. Okay.
Why they raiding her house?
I don't know, that's the same thing. But she had the phone. But the phone was in her possession. Okay.
So,
And that's where you left it, and you got locked in my jacket in the car. Okay.
what type of car? What color?
And
Okay, I'm gonna go check.
is that your car or her car? Oh, okay. I don't know, like I said, but it didn't my phone, I'm over there quiet.
Okay, so, yeah, you do some
No, I'm just trying to know.
Okay, so, when I was asking you about you had any contact with a text message or you didn't anything on the phone, rather, you don't have any contact with like that at all. It was, you can't think of the last time you talked to me.
Top of my head was.
Okay. Were you supposed to meet her anyway? No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So if things like that. So not accusing nothing, but some of the stuff we can't just. I got that. So I just put a lot. So where? So can you kind of help me out, like what went on today, or point me in the right direction? I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is what happened. Like,
I can't tell you
why would she be texting me that if I wasn't moving? So if you see, it's okay. So that's not.
I was picking up at that house at that warehouse. Okay, from time to time, I had jobs, and I did tell them that the location she had put at my grandma's house. I was supposed to do that because they got up to school whatever time. I was waiting on my daughter to get out of school. I'll pick them up, I'll pick one of them up. I don't mind. I'll pick one of them up.
It wasn't.
Oh, Jarvis. Jarvis. Whew, I'm gonna have to agree with Kenyatta. The inmates are gonna whip him up until he gives in, I believe. And I've never even looked at it like that, Kenyatta. I do know that it seems like when he came out, that he's walking slow. It took him a while to sit down and stuff. So me personally, I think some things may have already happened to him. Me personally. But they're not done with him. Like, I definitely, truly believe deep in my heart, y'all, that Zaniah's body is gonna be found. I do. I really do believe it. We just got to keep pushing these stories, keep pushing these videos that we see of her. Just keep pushing. Because the more, let me tell y'all something, the more that we push out there, the more DPD get worried. Like, what if everybody that's covering this story get 10, 15, 20 people and they just in their area? You know, everybody ain't broke. Everybody that's black ain't broke. But everybody get 20 people, 10 people each, and everybody head on down to Detroit and say we finna go look for her ourselves. Do y'all think they want that? Do y'all think they want that? No, they don't. But they don't know what black folks is capable of doing. So that's why I say, when people tell me, why are you covering it? Why do you keep covering it, rather? Why are you showing her videos and stuff? Because it's called applying pressure. The more we talk about it, the more we push it out there, the more it gets nationwide, the more the Detroit Police Department will see. Ain't nobody playing with them. Y'all better spend some time looking for this baby and all the other ones that's out there. Because she ain't the only one, y'all. She is not the only one. Let's get into this next clip because we are done with Naziah for tonight. Again, if y'all have anything y'all want to say, go ahead and put it in the comments. I think on our next Dose of Peach, we'll take phone calls. If y'all would like to call in. Or maybe if y'all want to pull up. If y'all want to pull up, I can send y'all the link. Y'all can pull up on me, with me, while we take over these streets. Okay, we take over these streets and try to save Naziah and all the other black and brown girls out there. And all the other girls, period, that's out there. Or the men, or the boys. It ain't just the girls, it's the boys too. It ain't just black and brown, it's all colors. Kids are innocent. Better leave them alone. I'm just saying. All right. Now, I forgot to. How can I forget to play Jarvis? You know, how about we play it every time we do an update? We'll play with Jarvis. The message that Jarvis told me. Make sure I play y'all every time I want to talk about him. Yeah, he tried to get jazzy with me. He like, well, if you're gonna sit there and talk about me, you can at least just make sure you play my clip. And I'm like, you don't deserve to have your clip played. You know what I'm saying? Like he but I'm gonna go ahead and play it anyways. I'm gonna play it anyway. Y'all know if y'all been watching me, y'all know what clip I'm finna play. What Jarvis said. This is what Jarvis talking about right now, y'all. And guess what, Jarvis? We don't give a damn. Just like we ain't give a damn about this one either. But this from Jarvis.
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
Well, I say it for y'all. I say it for y'all. For me, for everybody out there, I will be the one to say it. Jarvis, you ain't trying to have a relationship with your kids. You're trying to have a relationship with kids. That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do. But just like I can't leave the stage, that whole thing, baby. Let me tell you something, Jarvis. We don't care. We don't care, Jarvis. You can look as sick. You can look sad. You can look like, oh my God, this is the end of my life. Yes, it is. Good thing about it is, it ain't like it's a surprise to your neighborhood. It ain't no surprise to your community. That's the good thing. Them folks, they already knew about it. So you shouldn't even be embarrassed. You just embarrassed because I don't even know why. I don't know why you're embarrassed. I don't know. You're embarrassed because you got caught? Because you damn sure ain't embarrassed because they know. Because they been knew. They been knew. I'm just saying. Oh, we gonna get on the grandma. We gonna get on the grandma. Grandma coming up too. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that we present this very well. Because we got into March. And y'all, please keep watching my page. Keep watching my page. My Tanilla Trees Davis page where I show. And my reels. Where I am showing Naziah's reels. Her reels videos. So I show 2 of them per day. So please make sure y'all come on. You can go on there right now and you can see them now. Yeah. You can go and see them now. They ain't coming down. I'm just putting up some of y'all comments. We about to go ahead and get into our last 2 stories for the night. Before that, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all this picture. Right here, I want to show y'all this picture. This family came on PGT time. They were here go they fly right here. Let me bring this one over. Okay, this family right here. Let me take the comments down. This family right here. This is KD, y'all. KD was murdered. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gay, they came on the show. They were our very first family for 2025, and their son was murdered. And like I told y'all, we do this each and every Wednesday. Each and every Wednesday, we have a family that come on and tell their loved one's story on how they was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, the police, missing person cases, and suicide cases. So this was the first family for 2025. And at the time that they came on to PGT time, she had created like her own flyer saying that this young man was missing. Not her son, but the third person that they were looking for as a suspect. And the young man name was Jordan. And Jordan's mother had said that she had said he was missing. Okay, didn't really report it, I don't believe, right away, but she said he was missing. So this family, they decided that they're just gonna make their own flyer and just say, "Hey, he's missing," and somewhat wanted. So after the show and everything, they came on. It was a very successful show. Well, she ended up talking to someone at the department, the station, and they gave her this. And this is what we wanted. We wanted something that says that he is wanted, not missing, but he is wanted. He is wanted for felony murder, armed robbery of her son, KD. This young man is Jordan Finesse. So if y'all see this man anywhere out there, he's very young. I think he's like 20 at this time, 2021, I don't know. But if y'all see him, don't try to be Captain Save a whole shit. Don't do that. But just call 911 or call Crime Stoppers, whoever. This is in the Georgia area. I see all y'all out there. Thank y'all for coming tonight. But yeah, he's in the Georgia area. So y'all know I'm just trying to do what I do. I'm just doing what I do. I'm just doing my job. Yeah. Hey. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get back to the show. Who we got next? Let's go ahead and get into. Okay, so Naziah's name is Naziah. We're gonna go back to the kids over there on the side of my screen. That's Naziah. It's Kanaya and Naziah. We just finished, and Malaya. We just finished Naziah. So now we are about to get into Kanaya. Y'all, when I tell y'all this is so sad. Oh my gosh. But don't worry. I got everything y'all need to see what's going on. I got it all. So sit back, relax, and get ready to get pissed the fuck off. Here we go.
Right now, Columbia police confirming that this teenage girl right behind me here named Kanaya Baker was murdered. The details are gruesome. And we understand that earlier today, investigators, they shared her identity. News 19's Rachel Ripp is following this case and has the very latest update this Friday night.
We reported Kanaya Baker missing on Thursday. Richland County deputies posting this information publicly around noon, January 16th. She had last been seen Monday, January 13th, and Friday, we're getting more answers about her death.
Anytime we have an unidentified person, we are asking everyone involved to rush the process, not rush it in a way that may make mistakes, but to say, what things can we do to identify this person as soon as possible so that we can contact the family.
According to the Columbia Police Department, investigators are working promising leads in connection with the murder of Kaniyah after she was found in a vacant home following a fire on Cardamom Court this week. Her body found about 15 miles away from where she was last seen.
There are no words that can help them understand that pain. No parent should have to bury a child. So understandably, her mom was very upset. So I did speak with the family. It's devastating, and they reacted in a way that you could feel their devastation.
According to the incident report from Columbia Police, officers were dispatched to the house fire at 11:20 p.m. Wednesday in reference to a murder and case of arson. According to a separate incident report from Richland County Sheriff's Department, on Monday around 6:20 in the morning, deputies met with a person saying Kaniyah ran away between midnight and about 6 a.m. This person said Kaniyah had recently purchased a telephone and may be connected to her running away. News 19 previously reported Kaniyah missing back on July 3, 2024 in Sumter, and Sumter police have confirmed this was the same girl.
There has been some circulation on social media about Kaniyah's history of maybe she had been a runaway or maybe she had, done some things. And the fact remains is that Kaniyah is dead. And I don't care if she ran away 1,000,000 times, she didn't deserve to die. She didn't deserve to die. And I think that people need to be focused on that.
Rachel Ripp, News 19 WLTX.
And tonight, Columbia police are urging anyone with more information regarding Kaniyah Baker to please give them a call.
I would have to agree with this lady 100%. I don't care if she ran away 2,000,000 times. It does not say that she deserved to die. Let's go back to the Tanisha Chappelle story that I covered, and I had the family on to PGT time as well. The young lady that was killed at the jail. She made it to the hospital where she was pronounced dead, but everything occurred at the jail. Just because she was at the outlet mall stealing, a lot of people was out there saying, well, she shouldn't have been stealing. I don't care if Tanisha stole from your mama. She does not deserve to die behind it. Everybody can change. God gives us that right to make a change. He does not give us the right to go and take somebody's life. What they did to this young lady was just crazy. Like, you got to be the devil yourself. And y'all ain't seen nothing. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to show you. Y'all ain't seen nothing. When I say y'all ain't seen nothing yet, we got 2 more clips to go on this. And it's sad. And I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to pay attention to the words that they are saying. All of that. Let me get some shout outs right quick, y'all, because I see y'all coming in. Raisha, Deja, Sabre, Tierra, Kelly, James, Nashelle, Mello. What up, Mello? Danae, Pretty Rhea, Denise Cooper. Hey, Denise. Lavish Washington, Janine Session, Bria. Hey, Bria Boo. Naisha. Akafor. Hey, Akafor. Brielle. Cornell Blessed. Hey, Cornell Blessed. Cheyenne, and so many more. Thank y'all so much for joining tonight. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get back into Kaniyah. Again, Kaniyah was found in an abandoned apartment or house and like in a subdivision type thing, and they set it on fire. But now y'all finna hear the details. Y'all ain't finna be too happy with this. Here we go.
Brutal, heinous, vicious, gruesome, monstrous, and disturbing. These are the words I use to describe this murder investigation. On Wednesday night at about 10:30 p.m., the Columbia Richland Fire Department responded to a reported structure fire at 114 Cardamom Court. That's in Capitol Heights neighborhood off of Farrer Road. That neighborhood consists of 102 residences, of which 30 are occupied. The location of the fire was in one of the 72 unoccupied units on the property. The fire department arrived to find smoke coming from inside the residence, and they made entry and soon located the deceased person on the floor inside. At that point, they contacted the police department, and of course, we responded to the scene. Upon our arrival, we determined that the deceased was a female, and she had suffered traumatic injuries to her face and body and had been severely burned. The next day, investigators met with the Richland County Sheriff's Department. The reason we did this is there was no identification found on the body or any evidence inside the residence that would help us identify the victim. In our meeting with the Sheriff's Department, we learned that they had recently taken up an investigation of a missing juvenile. We learned that juvenile was similar in size and age to our victim, so we thought that there was a possibility that they could be connected. We worked with the Richland County Sheriff's Department's DNA lab and the coroner's office to ultimately determine that our victim was in fact their missing juvenile. Let me talk about our two suspects. Overnight, we've arrested two people. Our first suspect is a 16-year-old female. Her last known address was in Columbia. She was reported missing by her mom on January 12th. She has a history of disorderly conduct, malicious injury, throwing bodily fluids. She was wanted by the Department of Juvenile Justice for cutting off her ankle monitor around January 12th. She was last enrolled in a local high school in January of 2024, and she's currently listed as dropped out, and she is a frequent runaway. Our second suspect is a 15-year-old female. Her last known address is also in Columbia. She also was enrolled in a local high school as of last December. She is currently listed as dropped out, and she also is a frequent runaway. Our victim was originally from Sumter, South Carolina. She was most recently in foster care here in Columbia, Richland, and was reported missing on January 12th. She also has a history of running away. I'll ask the coroner now to give us some information on exactly what the cause of death was and anything that you might want to add. Brutal, heinous, vicious,
Don't
gruesome,
worry. I got what
monstrous,
she
and
has to say.
disturbing.
I got these. Please.
These are the words I use to describe
Is
this
these
murder
kids just so disrespectful?
On Wednesday night,
Or
at
y'all
about
just don't want
10:30
y'all kids?
p.m., the Columbia Richland Fire Department responded to a reported structure
Like, it
fire
makes
at
no sense to me why
114
you got three
Cardamom
kids,
Court.
three
That's
girls
in Capitol Heights
on top
neighborhood
of that.
off of Farrer Road.
All three of them are
That
runaways.
neighborhood consists of 102
And all three
residences,
of them have been missing at
of
some
which
certain
30
point.
are occupied.
And
The location of the fire was
this
in one of
such
the
a horrific
72 unoccupied
tragedy
units on the
has
property.
occurred.
The fire department arrived
yeah,
to
hold
find
on one
smoke
second.
coming from inside the residence, and they made entry and soon located the deceased person on the floor inside. At that point, they contacted the police department, and of course, we responded to the scene.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Upon
Y'all
our
know we
arrival,
live.
We determined that the deceased was a female.
I can't have no
and she
distraction.
had suffered traumatic injuries to
Because I
her
would
face
lose
and
my
body
train of thought.
and had been
And
severely
all I
burned.
hear is somebody's TV.
Investigators met
And I'm
with
like, no,
the Richland
this
County
cannot
Sheriff's
be going on.
Department. The reason we did this is there was
Not at
no
this time.
identification
So,
found
but
on
anyways,
the body or any evidence inside
like,
the residence that would help us
Why?
identify the
Why do
victim.
we have 3 girls? Why?
In our
At
meeting
such
with the
young
Sheriff's
ages.
Department, we learned that they had
They can't
recently
even. They only show the victim's
taken up
face
an
because
investigation
she's
of a
deceased.
missing juvenile.
The other 2 young ladies, they're not going to show their faces right now
We learned that juvenile
because they're minors.
was similar
Why
in
y'all in the
size
home?
and
In the
age
bed?
to our victim,
There's
so
something
we
wrong with
thought
y'all
that there
mamas.
was a possibility
And
that they could be connected.
Is the daddy not in
We
your
worked
life?
with the Richland County
Is the
Sheriff's
mama strung out
Department's
on
DNA lab and the
Like, what
coroner's
is it?
office to
Or are
ultimately
you
determine
just
that our victim
this
was in fact their
disruptive
missing juvenile.
little girl that can't nobody tell
Let me
you?
talk about our 2 suspects.
And even if you are
Overnight,
that type
we've
of young
arrested
lady,
2 people.
Look at this right.
Our
Look
first
at this
suspect
clip.
is a
Look at
16-year-old
this.
female.
Even if you
Her
don't
last
want
known
to
address
abide
was
by
in
your mama
Columbia.
rules,
She was
you gonna
reported
end up
missing by her
somewhere
mom on
where you
January
got
12th.
abide
She
by
has a history
somebody
of
else's
disorderly
rules, and you
conduct,
would've
malicious
wished
injury,
that
throwing
all you
bodily
did
fluids.
was abide
She
by
was
your
wanted
mama
by
rules.
the
Because them 2
Department of
little young
Juvenile
ladies,
Justice for cutting off her ankle
they
monitor
gonna wish
around
that
January
even if
12th.
they was in foster care,
She was last enrolled in a local high school
that
in
they would
January
abide by somebody's
2024, and she's currently listed as dropped out. And
Run
she is a
away
frequent
for what?
runaway.
Run
Our
away
second
to it.
suspect is a 15-year-old female.
You ain't got no job.
Her last known address is also in Columbia.
What you gonna do?
She also was enrolled in a
Let me
local
know.
high school
Put me
as
on
of last
some type
December.
of game. If it's
She is
legal,
currently listed as dropped out, and she also is a frequent runaway.
Mello said, what up?
Our victim was originally from Sumter, South Carolina.
I'm
She
just
was
trying
most
to make
recently in foster care here in
And it won't
Columbia,
make
Richland,
sense to me,
and was
'cause I'm
reported
45
missing
years
on
old.
January 12th.
And
She also has a history of
I
running
did some
away.
things back in my day. I did.
I'll ask
But not nothing
the
like
coroner now
this.
to give us some information on exactly
Burning people
what the
up.
cause of death was.
Stabbing
and-
them? No. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to. So let's go ahead and move on. I cannot believe my kids are this loud. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's see what's next. I can't even find what's next because they done threw me off. Let's get into this small little commercial break, y'all. Just a little small one, because I'm gonna cut this one off. Hold on. Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support that y'all show Peachy Tea Time. I'm just so thankful. I really am. But of course, there's other things that I do besides the TV show. And one of the other things that I do is I sell tumbler cups and t-shirts just as well. So I want to show y'all this special edition that I have right now that I have designed. It's called What's the Tea edition. And all these tumbler cups comes with the t-shirt to match. Okay, so let me show y'all a few of them right now. And this one is called What's the Tea? I'm still fighting for justice. Yes, I'm still fighting for justice. These cups are made for families that have lost a loved one but still have open cases. Okay, and these are the ones that I'm about to show you now. What's the tea? I'm still fighting for justice. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, at this time you will see how much these tumbler cups is and also the t-shirts to match. Now, moving right along to the next tumbler cup. What's the tea? I need answers right now. I'm telling y'all, I'm not playing no games. And y'all ain't playing no games either. So I have designed these tumbler cups just for you. If you have lost a loved one and you are still looking for closure, you are still looking for answers, justice has not been served, you need to walk around with this tumbler cup and also with the t-shirt to match. Make a statement, a bold statement, okay? Now, here go another one. This one says, what's the tea? I'm still fighting for justice. I really love this color and this design that I came up with. So I hope you guys like it just as well. But this can be purchased. You can walk around with making a statement. A t-shirt and a tumbler cup to match. And it comes with a metal straw. Just as well, baby. So look down below. Look down below. And you will see how much the prices is for these tumbler cups. And of course the t-shirts to match. We got one more, y'all. We got one more. Baby, this one right here, everyone's buying this one right here. And this one, to me, I made it thinking, okay, some people, they have had their cases closed. And they killers are in prison for life. So, baby, what they gonna say? Shout out to God. Shout out to God, baby. Shout out to God. Cups are for each and every one of us. Because there's so many things that we all can just shout God out for. So this cup, I love this cup. I love it. I love it. And so many of you have it and you love it too. So if you again look down below, and you will see the prices of the tumbler cups and the t-shirts to match. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love for Peachy Tea Time. So anybody that would like to just give a generous donation and you still want the cup, you still want the t-shirt, but you want to just give a generous donation, feel free to do so. And I will make sure that you get your tumbler cup and also your t-shirt. And let's not forget, Peachy Tea Time Foundation Inc. is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, baby. So let's make some things happen. Let's make it happen. I love you guys. I gotta go. Bye. I wasn't supposed to play the whole thing, but I was trying to make sure that I found my next clip. Cause I'm like, I know we got one more clip, which is what the young lady had to say, which was definitely heartbreaking. Again, if you guys would like to purchase a cup or purchase a t-shirt to match, there's the Cash App and the Zelle payment, whichever one, PayPal or Zelle. Info at peachseatime.com for Zelle or PayPal. And then for Cash App is Peachy Tea Time. And don't forget, do not forget, time is spelled with the Y. Okay? You'll see my picture. But yes, but anyways, I will mail it out to y'all. You'll receive it. All that good stuff. But we gotta get back to this clip. Okay, here we go.
Identifying a minor can be difficult. They don't have a DMV profile. They usually don't have fingerprints on file. And so we start with the basics. We look at missing teens, and Richland County Sheriff's Department contacted us with a possible description of a young girl who had gone missing. Unfortunately, the description that they were giving to us did not match what we had in front of us. And unfortunately, the description provided of Niyah Baker was so different, in fact, that even the pictures that they sent of her just did not seem to match up. Due to severe trauma to her head, face, and body, visual identification just was not possible. And so we had to turn to science. We contacted Sheriff Leon Lott and asked him to please run DNA from dirty clothing found at the foster home that her foster mom brought to us. We used that clothing to extract DNA, and they were able to run that. We also simultaneously obtained dental records so that we could match the dentals from her last appointment. We were able to confirm that the young girl found in the burning house on Cardamom Court was that of missing teen Niyah Baker. The manner of death is not an accident, and this is not a suicide. This is a horrible homicide. Her cause of death is blunt force trauma. And I want to address some rumors that I've seen online and from several media outlets who have called. She was not pregnant that we could visually see at autopsy. We're still waiting on slides, but at this time, we do not have a confirmation that she was pregnant at the time of her death. Niyah was bludgeoned, stabbed, and burned. We will continue to collaborate with law enforcement to bring justice to her and her family. And I just would like to say this. Dr. Bill Stevens and Ashley Garganios, our child fatality director, along with the Columbia Police Department and the Richland County Sheriff's Department, we've been up for days working this case and trying to find answers for this family. No parent should have to bury a child. I'll answer questions after Chief is finished if you know.
All right, y'all. So y'all have seen that last clip. Let me see if I could do something. This thing will not come off. I don't know what this is, but it's blocking everything. I'm trying to make sure that I covered everything on the show. I don't know if oh no, I ain't covered this one. I forgot about this. I knew it was another one. So let me turn this studio mode back on. Okay, so y'all, again, this is crazy. They did that baby so wrong. But thank God, we're gonna give a round of applause for that they are caught. They are not on the street no more. They are caught. And they can't hurt nobody no more. You know, I hope because apparently they was young. So I really, 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 really hope that they give them some lessons in there, teach them some things, you know, stuff like that. Don't just send them in there and then they still got to fend for themselves and try to figure it out on themselves. No, help these young ladies out. Because at the end of the day, y'all, regardless of what they did, they're still human. And so, I don't know. But okay, y'all, let's get into our last clip for the night. If you watched the show on last Monday, you would have seen that there was a young lady that murdered her husband, but she trying to blame it on somebody else. So sad. She tried to say that she went to the store. Y'all remember that last Monday? She went to the store and she took her boyfriend with her or something like that. And then all of a sudden somebody just randomly came, or they took somebody to the store. That's what it was. They took somebody to the store. And the same person just took her husband out. And then she left and came back and picked him up and then took him and dropped him off at the hospital. But she took off. It was crazy. It's like, is it mental health or is she just crazy? I don't know. But then she went to the daddy house and the daddy had to, he ain't got no choice. He got to say something. So when I tell y'all the daddy had me, I almost fell out the chair. But here we go.
Hear the case of a Mobile woman accused of shooting her husband to death, then dropping his body off at a hospital.
WKRG News 5's Akivia McFarland was in court for Genesis Tanksley's preliminary hearing. And Akivia, you learned new information from today's testimony.
That's right, Pete and Roseanne. Prosecutors tried to poke some holes in the suspect's story about what happened early on New Year's Day. A ride to a convenience store becomes the focus of testimony in a Pritchard murder case. Prosecutors say Genesis Tanksley drove to the Lucky 7 convenience store on St. Stephen's Road after allegedly shooting her husband, Lazarus, down the road. In a statement to law enforcement and during a jailhouse interview with WKRG, Tanksley said she gave a man a ride to the store. But on Thursday, Detective Vincent Gazier with the Mobile County Sheriff's Office testified surveillance video showed Genesis Tanksley was alone in that car when she got to the store. The detective also shared a witness account of someone who said the victim ran toward them saying, "She shot me, she shot me." Tanksley maintained someone else shot her husband.
After the investigation, there's absolutely no evidence to substantiate that. The evidence presented today, in fact, pointed to her being the perpetrator of the murder. The judge found probable cause to send it to the grand jury.
Tanksley's father was in the courtroom as that decision was made.
Unfortunately, I think that was a very grave decision. Things remain to be seen. A lot of evidence still has to come out.
Investigators say after the convenience store, Tanksley went back to the scene, got her husband, then dropped him off at a hospital. After that, she went to her father's home.
And she was like in a lot of despair, just very distraught, basically saying, Larry is dead. I think she said some dude shot him. And he died in my arms. And I don't know what to do.
A search warrant was executed at her father's home on Vetter Street, uncovering weapons that were seized and are being analyzed. Inside of Tanksley's car, detectives say they found a bullet shell casing on the dashboard of the vehicle and blood. Also in the car, a knit hat and a phone, which Tanksley claims belonged to the person who shot her husband. Tanksley's attorney asked the judge to lower her $150,000 bond. The judge denied that request. In studio, Akivia McFarland, WKRG.
I done did a whole show and didn't have my earrings on. I cannot believe it. I just realized it. And I was so mad. I am so mad right now. But anyways, we are at the end of the show. We are at the end of the show, y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the cash apps, the Zelle payments. I definitely appreciate it, y'all. And also, don't forget to tune in. Don't forget to tune in on this Wednesday, our next show date. Unless I do a dose of peach where I just pull up on you. But Peachy News Edition, that happens each and every Wednesday. Each and every Wednesday, where we have a family that come on. The whole show is dedicated to them. And they tell their loved one's story on how they was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, the police, missing person cases, and also suicide cases. So make sure y'all tune in to support this family. The mother, Miss Deonte Clark. Baby, we finna go to Maryland because we are over the United States, baby. All different type of area codes we go visit. So we going to Maryland. Rest in peace to Danshawn, Danny Boy Wells. I know y'all like, oh my gosh, he look like a baby. Yes, he do. And yes, he was. He was only 14 years old. But this 14-year-old had a big, big, big future. A big future ahead of him. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear about, how he was doing and everything. But most importantly, I want y'all to hear about how the mother was done. A drunk driver hit him. Never spent the day in jail. He was related to somebody, and y'all will find that out on Wednesday. She had a gag order put on her to where she would go to jail if she even talked about her son. So we got a lot to unpack on Wednesday, baby. We have a lot to unpack. So make sure y'all tune in 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025, baby. And then, of course, each and every Friday, you have me and my husband, our Peachy Thoughts, a married couple's point of view edition, every single Friday. We do throw some crime in there just as well because that's what Peachy Time is all about, is crime. But we do shine light on couples, married couples, people that's just dating, but we give our point of view. Remember that. Our point of view. We have been married for 18 years. April 30th. Yep, April 30th, y'all. It'll be 18 years. I mean, not April 30th. April 30th is PGT time anniversary. July 7th. July 7th of this year, it'll be 30 years. It will be 18 years. 18 years that we have been married. So, anyways, we feel like we can talk some shit, okay? We got some shit we can talk about. And we can help some folks. Now, it's up to y'all if y'all want our help. But we can help y'all. So, but anyways, y'all, so we've been doing this, all of this, PGT time, we have been doing for 4 years. So, I thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Please, please, please make sure I see y'all on Wednesday. And one other thing, please don't forget ATL, United Through Loss. My foundation is putting on an event. Donations and sponsors are needed. All you have to do is scan with your phone right now, the Cash App and the Zelle. Or if you can donate games to us, food, drinks, all of that for teenagers ages 14 through 17. The event is March 15th, 2025 from 3 to 7. Yes, United Through Loss, healing sibling hearts, one game night at a time. This is only for siblings that has lost a sibling through violence. Okay, we're gonna have therapists there, counselors there, pastors there. We'll be playing karaoke cards, healing games, just all type of stuff will be going on. So make sure y'all register your child. Your child must be registered. Email me at info@pgttime.com or call me at 470-620-9916. Take a picture of this flyer right now. That's all you got to do. Just take a picture. And hit me up and get your child registered. It is limited space. It is limited space, but it will be an event that your child will never, ever, ever forget. All right. Well, we out of here, y'all. I thank y'all so much. I hate when it's time to go, but we gotta go. We gotta go. And y'all already know when it's time to go, you already know what you gotta do. Gotta listen to my babies. Here they go.
Time, PGT time. PGT time, PGT time, PGT time.